Number 6, Skirrid Mountain Inn, Monmouthshire.
They've left and never returned because it's frightened them so much.
182 people lost their lives to the hangman's noose.
It was almost like a lion's roar in my ear.
Local stories say that it is in fact a judge's ghost which hangs around, wandering the floors looking for his next victim.
Is it the most haunted pub in Wales? You'll have to come and find out for yourself, won't they?
So we're on our way now to the Skirrid Inn over in Wales. It's supposed to be the most haunted place in the UK, but we'll see if it actually lives up to that sort of standard. Lewis, do you actually believe in ghosts at all, do you reckon?
Nah, not since I was a lot younger. When I was a lot younger, I kind of considered it. But nowadays, like, it's not realistic, is it? It's not real. It's just a money-making thing for me. What about you? Do you actually?
No, I think I believe in it. Like, I definitely think they're real, but I just don't think we'll see anything. Yeah. I think that's just a tourist like money grab.
I'd say I believe in it pretty strongly.
Do you think we'll see anything?
I reckon we will. We'll see at least something, because the place has got so much history that I feel like the chances of us seeing something are just so high.
Dating back over 900 years, the Skirrid Inn is said to be the oldest pub in Wales. Over the years, it has served many purposes, such as being used as a courthouse. The upper rooms were the site of trials and executions, with it being estimated that around 180 people were executed there. Not only this, in 1175, William de Braose staged a massacre at the Skirrid Inn in an act of revenge for his murdered uncle. Today, the Skirrid Inn is still a thriving pub, however, it is also a hotspot for paranormal investigators. It is said that an array of ghosts haunt the pub to this day, with staff and guests reporting strange noises, ghost sightings, and other inexplicable events. Through this, the pub has earned itself the reputation as the most haunted pub in the UK, and today we're going to see if that reputation is earned.
So when we got here, we pulled up in the car, got all of our equipment out, went up to our rooms, everything was fine, everything was normal. And already while we've been here, we've seen some activity that we can't really explain. Like behind me here, that wardrobe there exploded open as we're setting up the equipment, and no one even went near it since we got in here. I mean, if we've only been here like less than an hour and we've already seen stuff like that happen, then God knows what can happen for the rest of the time we're here.
I've had people tell me that the wardrobe have creaked open, like in the middle of the night when they've been staying there. I say the tape on there is tape over it to try and stop that, but the tape just doesn't seem to work all the time. Something seems to just be opening it.
I think you lot are being way too dramatic about the door. Like, it had tape over it, it was broken, be honest. It's just a busted hinge, man. It's fine. It's not haunted.
Because of what happened with the wardrobe, I set up a camera to capture anything that could happen while we weren't there, whilst we went to find out more about the past that this pub holds.
There is a lot of history to this building. In the 17th century, it doubled as a court as well as an inn.
Operating from the inn during the 17th century, Judge George Jeffreys was one of the most infamous judges in British history. Serving under King James II, he rose to fame for his brutal rulings during the Bloody Assizes after the failed Monmouth Rebellion. It is said that he used the upper floor of the inn as a courthouse, sentencing at least 182 men to their deaths in that court alone. His cruelty and the number of executions he handed out led to his nickname, the Hanging Judge. Instead of gallows, the condemned were hung from the inn staircase, leading to a slow, painful death by suffocation. A noose still hangs over the staircase, and old rope marks can still be seen on the oak beam. In recent times, guests have reported a choking sensation, as if an invisible noose was tightening around their necks. Others speak of an unsettling shadowy figure ascending the stairs and pacing the upstairs corridor, believed by many to be the ghost of the Hanging Judge himself. Many claim at the top of the staircase you may feel like you are being pushed, or that you can feel your legs being pulled on. In the middle of the night, loud bangs and screams can be heard coming from the staircase. It is believed that Judge Jeffreys is a strong presence at the pub, but he is not the only one.
There is also the history of Fanny Price. She passed away quite young of tuberculosis on the premises.
Fanny Price, a previous bartender and landlady of the pub, died young, at the age of only 35 in the 19th century. She was buried at the churchyard, only a few hundred metres from the inn itself, alongside her husband, Henry Price. She died in room 3, the smallest of the 3 bedrooms. It is said to this day that she can be seen roaming the halls late at night, still watching over the inn just as she did all those years ago. This room in particular has been said to be the most unsettling, with people claiming to feel the most uncomfortable when staying in there, reporting feelings of dread and, disturbingly, having the sense that they are not alone. It has also been claimed by many previous workers and visitors that a strong scent of lavender perfume is present in the room. Whilst this room is the least used, those that have stayed the night have reported jewellery being moved around and a strange feeling that they are being watched. Despite this, when paranormal investigators have checked the inn, they noticed that while there was a presence of dark energy, the encounters were thankfully non-sinister. It's due to this and the less brutal nature of Fanny Price's death that it is assumed that she is a non-threatening spirit that does not wish to bring any harm to any of the guests at her inn.
I've had a lot of my friends and family who have stayed here believe that they've seen her. My nan stayed here in, I think it was the 90s, and she stayed up in room 1. And she could hear footsteps on the landing, so she came out to see who it was. She said she saw out of the corner of her eye a woman in like a white nightgown walking across and into room 3. But she came down the next morning, she asked the landlord at the time, she said, oh, well, who else was staying here last night? You know, I saw someone. He said, no, it was only you guys. So that freaked her out a little bit. She hasn't stayed since.
So last night we went to go and prank Cooper and Joe, and basically we thought it'd be funny to go up to their room, knock on their door.
We heard a bit of knocking and I knew it was just Carl and Lewis just being annoying and trying to like scare us, but they suddenly just stopped after a while. And it was a bit concerning, but they just went completely quiet.
And we stood outside the door and we just heard this bang and it was like really loud.
Like a stack of heavy books falling on the floor, and we just looked
at each other, run back into our rooms, and got straight under the covers. Like, that was scary.
About 5 minutes afterwards, I get a phone call from Kyle, and I don't pick up because I'm too tired, so I just text him and like, what do you want? They're absolutely freaked out, I can tell something's gone wrong, something they weren't expecting.
And we knew it was coming from downstairs, so we decided we had to wake Cooper and Joe up. They wasn't very happy about it, but Cooper come down with us, Joe went back to bed. And we took a camera and we just investigated the whole downstairs area of the pub.
And then when we went downstairs, there was nothing there.
It was just like a normal pub.
And everything seemed fine. I didn't even hear the bang either. I do believe them when they say that it happened, but I didn't hear it, and I didn't say anything downstairs either.
It was just, I don't know.
I was here one night with a couple of friends of mine, and we heard a bang from downstairs. So we came down to see what it was, and we saw that one of the chairs, the back of it had just split in two. Like, it was shattered. It was almost as if someone had put their foot through it.
I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty scary. I think it's because we were so locked into the prank, we was expecting the ones to be scaring them, not the ones to get scared.
I'm struggling to justify why it happened in my head. Like with the wardrobe, it was so easy. It's faulty, the whole door was taped over, but with that one, even when we went down and there was nothing there, it's difficult to explain. And it was a really loud bang. We heard it from 2 stories up.
I mean, my perspective hasn't really changed. I've always believed in ghosts. I didn't think we was going to say anything, but that's not because I didn't believe in them. So I don't really think it's changed at all.
I'd say my perspective has changed quite a bit because I was expecting to see much more. That's probably just because I have expectations too high, but we didn't really see that much that was really that spooky. I mean, we had the wardrobe opening and the loud bang, but other than that, we didn't really see or hear anything else.
I could just be letting myself buy into everything. There's a chance, but I think there's no way I'm fully believing in it, but I think maybe I'm a little bit more skeptical now of things, because it was strange. It doesn't normally, even the wardrobe, stuff like that doesn't normally happen that much. So it was just a bit odd. I guess I am a bit more skeptical, yeah.